everybody, it's Deborah from PeopleLovingAnimals.com. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching my video today. Today's video is going to be a short one. I just wanted to address the issue of what should you feed your cat. If you have been here before, you know I own the website PeopleLovingAnimals.com. We're on my website now. I'm going to give you some information from the website in the description box. I do videos several times a month all about the care and health and training of dogs and cats. So if you would like to have continuous help with your pet, please go ahead and feel free to subscribe. Please go ahead and like the video if you find this information to be useful. Now, I'm going to give you a link to this article called "What is the Best Food for My Cat?" in the description box of this video. I'm also going to give you a link to this video, "What is the Best Food for My Cat?" This is an in-depth article, an in-depth video about choosing the right food for your cat. But the reason I wanted to do today's video is because I'm beginning to realize that a lot of people, including myself for many, many years, did not realize that cats need a moist diet. In their life as wild animals, in their history, they have a moist diet. They don't eat kibble, right? Now, I had a veterinarian tell me once that if you give a dog a bowl of water, they'll drink the whole bowl. If you give a cat a bowl of water, they'll drink a thimbleful. Have you ever noticed that your cat generally doesn't go to the water bowl and drink and drink and drink? They get most of their moisture and hydration from their food. So it really is important to give your to give your cat wet food. Now, what I do for my current cat, Whiskers, is I have dry cat food down for him all the time. And then I give him basically a half a can of cat food in the morning and a half a can of cat food at night. That's if you have a brand like Friskies, for example. If you have a brand like Fancy Feast, they come in the little individual serving size. So you would give one can of Fancy Feast in the morning and one can at night. This is for an adult cat. So Whiskers generally will eat that wet cat food in the morning. He will eat the wet cat food again in the evening, and then sometime overnight, he always eats, I would say, between an eighth of a cup and a quarter cup of what I call crunchies, which is the adult dry cat food. So that's what I do, and the reason that I wanted to make just a separate video about this is to try to let as many people know as possible. Please share this video, by the way, with your friends who have cats, because like I say, most people, including me, did not know this. I had a cat who, for many years, I gave her dry cat food. I just thought whether you give your cat wet food or dry food was just a preference. Like I didn't know that it was important to give a cat wet food. I always kind of thought that giving your cat canned food was like a treat. It was like something that I couldn't afford back then. And do you know what I mean? But I didn't realize the importance of it. But one of the cats that I had that basically lived her whole life on dry food developed kidney disease. And that's when the vet told me that kidney disease is very common in cats because they're dehydrated all the time. If they're eating a dry cat food diet and they never get the wet food, they're not getting enough moisture and they're suffering from the effects of dehydration basically their whole life. And she ended up developing kidney disease as a result of that. So I just want to pass this information on. And again, please go ahead and share it with your friends who have a cat. Now, in this article and video, I'm going to give you the links. It goes, like I say, into much more in depth about cat food. I give you some extra resources and so forth. Also, within this article, you'll see this, please send me a printable list of foods that are poisonous for dogs and cats. While you're on the subject of learning what you should feed your cat, it's probably a good idea for you to go ahead and get that. It's a printable list. You can put it on the fridge, share it with your friends, and you might be surprised at some of the foods that are actually poisonous to your cat. I was surprised when I did the research for that article on my website and also to create that printable list. So I hope so much that today's video has helped you. If it has, please go ahead and give it a like. And you know, this is an important one. I'm asking you to please pass it along to your friends who have cats. Thanks again so much for watching. My name is Deborah, and my website is peoplelovinganimals.com. Thanks again. Bye-bye.